Thailand has so many amazing things to offer, and one of the biggest reasons people are coming to visit is the Thai food. But the mistake that many people make is they just eat pad Thai, and there are so many things that you can eat. Even if you come just for a week and you eat 3 meals a day, that's 21 dishes. And as a half Thai person, I get quite not frustrated, but disappointed when people don't know what dishes to try and where to find them. So I created this video to fix that. So let's get started. Let's just get the most basic one out of the way. And basic doesn't mean wrong. You should still try pad Thai when you're in Thailand, but it is probably the most basic dish. It's just simple rice noodles, fried. Usually it comes with prawns. So there's pad Thai gung. Gung means prawns, and you will hear gung in several dishes like tom yum gung and other stuff. So gung actually just means prawns. And it comes with a side of peanuts. So if you're allergic to peanuts, just mention that you need them on the side or that you don't want them at all. If you're actually allergic to nuts, many restaurants just like put nuts and peanuts. Like they're there because of the pad Thai. So make sure that you communicate with them. I met several people now that have strong peanut allergy, and they just have like this plastic card that says, if you give me peanuts, I'm going to die. So blah, 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 blah translated in Thai. So just carry that with you whenever you go to a restaurant. But yeah, pad Thai, very basic. It's usually served on the side with a little bit of soya sprouts and young spring onions. So you can eat that all together and mix it for an extra crunchiness. Most people leave it on the side, but I do recommend that you mix it into the dish, especially the peanuts if you're not allergic. The second dish I want you to try is pad Krapao. And pad Krapao is actually one of the basic dishes, but it's not basic at all. It's minced meat, and that can be chicken. Usually when it's chicken, it's not as minced. It's usually like sliced chicken. Then the default, I would say, is probably pork. But though I've seen it with duck and beef, it's not that common, but usually it's either chicken or pork. It is made in some oyster sauce, soya sauce. They mix all these sauces and flavors together. And the main ingredient is actually the meat, but it's also Krapao, which is the Thai basil. It's very fragrant, and usually it's not a lot of basil, I don't know how to actually say it, but Krapao basically. It's a very, very delicious dish. If you're not used to spicy though, maybe tell them that you want the dish my pet, which means not spicy. The thing is, for Thai people, what we consider as spicy for them is like adding pepper to something. They don't even consider it as spicy. For them, it's just an additional flavor. So if you don't want them to add any chili, then you just say my sai pick, which means don't add chili. So if you really want to make sure that it's not spicy at all, don't say my pet because it might still be spicy. You need to say my sai pick, which means do not add chili. It's also most of the time served with a fried egg. And the thing about this fried egg is that the yolk is still soft and gooey. And I just love like cutting it through and like having the yolk melt over the pad Krapao and onto the rice. But yeah, that's how you eat pad Krapao. You can have it without the egg, but in my opinion, just add the extra 10 baht that it costs to add the egg if it's not already there by default. Another dish that has become more and more popular is Khao Man Gai. Khao Man Gai is basically a rice dish with chicken, and the rice is boiled in fat, so in the fat from the chicken. And you get like two versions. There's one where you just have the boiled chicken, sometimes with the skin, and then there's a version where it's like deep fried chicken, so it's kind of crispy, like a schnitzel. I usually prefer the boiled version because it comes with this brownish sauce, which I think tastes much better than the fried one that you're meant to eat with the chili sauce. But some places offer you that you order half and half. So if that's an option, go try that, and then you'll figure out which one you prefer. If you just want to try one version, I would recommend that you get the boiled chicken with the brown sauce. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually more like a Chinese influence. So it's not necessarily just a Thai dish, but it's a dish that a lot of Thai locals eat. And often you'll find some places that they just open, and as soon as all the chicken is sold out, they close. And there's one really, really amazing Khao Man Gai restaurant in Chiang Mai, and I'll add it in the description. You will probably have to be there before 11 or 12 because they usually sell out very quickly. Another basic dish, but no basic flavor at all, is Som Tum. Som Tum is the Thai papaya salad, and it's young papaya, so it's not like the sweet, bright fruit that we get. It's usually like yellowish, greenish, and they cut it into julienne, I think is the formal word for it, but like this thin stripes, and they add some fish sauce, soya sauce, chili, lime, and I don't know what else they add to it, but it's like so fragrant. It's so delicious. And it's usually spicy. So tell them if you don't want it spicy, then it might just look very yellowish. But I recommend that you add some spice to it. It has to have some kind of orange, reddish color to be like really, really tasty. It can be really spicy. But again, if you don't want it very spicy, you can just say pick medio, which means like just add one chili slice, or may pet. It's not spicy, and chances are that it will still be a little bit spicy because they probably put it in the same pestle and mortar as they did the previous one. So if the previous Som Tum was quite spicy, the chili flakes will probably still be in that bowl where they prepared the dish in. So even if you ask for not spicy, it might be spicy. So that's just something you have to get used to when you're in Thailand. But also, I would recommend that before you come to Thailand, just train your tongue to eat spicy dishes. Like even just add some Tabasco on your morning egg, whatever it is, because you miss out on so many amazing dishes if you don't get used to spice. There's also something called Gai Gathiam pig Thai. It doesn't have to be Gai. So Gai basically means chicken. So it's the flavor itself is Gathiam pig Thai. And Gathiam is garlic and pig Thai is pepper. So the meat is exchangeable. So it can be chicken, pork. Often it's also the deep fried fish. And it's just so delicious. It's really, really, really good. So also it's very basic. It's usually not spicy. So if you're one of those people that can't deal with spice, that's going to be one of your go-to dishes for sure. Gai Gathiam pig Thai. Another basic, non-basic dish, very, very not basic, is khao soy. It's one of my absolute favorite dishes, and it's also been very, very popular recently. I'm actually wondering if by now khao soy is more popular than pad thai. It's not as common to get it, but it's definitely a dish that everyone is raving about for valid reasons. It has all the flavors. It's like very savory. It has like some slight sweetness from the coconut milk. It can be spicy. Usually it's like khao soi gai. Gai means chicken. And you get like this little chicken drumstick with it. And these crispy, like, I don't even know what the crispy, like, I think it's like fried rice noodles or something like that. And it's just, you have all the different consistencies. You have the soft broth, you have the crispy noodles, you have the tender chicken, and it's just like such amazing flavor. Like, honestly, it's so great. And I remember at school, I went to one of those schools where you even learn how to cook. Doesn't mean I'm a good cook, but like I learned civil service and all this stuff, and I learned how to cook. And part of that was also to pick a cuisine and talk about what the traits of that cuisine are. And subconsciously, I think I knew about it, but I didn't realize until I made research about it. Thai food basically has all the flavors in every single dish. It has something salty, it has something sweet, it has spicy, it has something savory, and it has the umami flavor. It's like such a flavor explosion in everything you eat. And yeah, Thai food is just amazing. On that note, let's get to the next level of something less basic, what real locals actually eat on the daily. Okay, this is something that I loved to eat as a kid, and that was khao niao mu bing or khao niao mu dang. Dang is red and mu means pork. And mu dang, I don't really know what they put in it, but it has this like reddish thing around the meat slices. And I love eating that with sticky rice or just the grilled pork. They kind of put like some like, kind of barbecue saucy thing around it. It's so good. It's just so good. Sometimes slightly sweet. It's usually savory, maybe a hint of spice, but actually no, it doesn't. It's not really spicy. And you add it, you eat it with sticky rice. And if you're really local, you eat it with your hands. And it's so good. It's so basic. It's so good. You will see a lot of street vendors on the side where people just get it for takeaway rather than eating on the street. And then they go eat it at home. I recommend that if you see that, go try it. Don't get your 7-Eleven toasty. For one day, please just try the kanio and muping, the next dish that you absolutely have to try. And I actually see so many people walk past this is the kuitio. It's the Thai boat noodles. And it's so, so good. Like everyone raves about the Vietnamese pho, but have you tried kuitio? It's, oh my God, the broth. I actually made a whole other video about this because it's just too good. It is very similar to pho, but I think it's a little bit more heavier broth. Like it's not as light. It's rice noodles. You can choose the different noodle types. Sometimes you also have the option to add egg noodles. You can choose the meat. Very common. It's pork. Sometimes it's fish or chicken or duck. Duck is actually my absolute favorite. You have to try kutil. And I think the reason why some people might not try it is because they're a little bit worried about drinking the water in Thailand, and it's a soup. So if it's a street food dish, maybe they're not sure if the water is safe. When you have kutil, you can be sure that it's been boiled like crazy. So usually it's really, really safe. You often also get it with lukshin, which are these kind of small meatballs. And again, they can be like fish, pork, chicken. I'm personally not the biggest fan of lukshin. It's very rare that I actually eat them. I usually give them to my sister. I prefer the cooked meat, but go try it. Sometimes you also get the kutil with like liver and stuff. So if you notice that they are about to put it in, or maybe just mention that you don't want them to add the liver, but it's not common that they add it unless you go to the very local Thai places. And sometimes you get kutil nam tok. Nam tok, I'm not sure if it's the same nam tok. I need to check. Actually means waterfall. But if you have kutil nam tok, it means that they add some blood to it, which is like the very deep brown kutil. And I know some people are kind of like, I don't want to drink blood or eat blood. I mean, if you are non-vegetarian, I'm not going to go into the ethics of it, but if you can ignore that it's actually blood, try it. It's delicious. It's like I can't explain it. You have to try for yourself. You really you just have to try. Another dish that is absolutely underrated. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lizzie. I'm a freelance UX designer and digital nomad, and this channel is all about how you can create a work life that works for you. So I usually talk about freelancing and entrepreneurship, like in the Freelance Blueprint podcast. I also talk about being a digital nomad and all the things that you can do while you're traveling, like in this video. So if these topics are things that you're interested in, don't forget to hit subscribe. Is Thom Kha Gai. Thom means soup. It's the same Thom as Tom Yum Goong, Khao Tom. Gai, as you already know, is chicken. And Kha is like the galangal. It's not the ginger. It's like a different, but it's similar to ginger, but slightly different. And it's this very fragrant soup, usually just served on its own, but I recommend that you order a side of rice because I love to soak the rice in the broth. And it's a white, very light soup. With the white is from the coconut milk, and you have lemongrass in it, lime, kaffir lime leaves, usually chicken, and some other vegetables, mushrooms. It's just such a flavor explosion. It's so delicious. If you find it on the menu, like I don't think I ever had a bad Thom Kha Gai. It's so like honestly, it's one of the best dishes you can try when you're in Thailand. Like please, please, please try it when you're there. On the side note of rice, because so many dishes are served with rice, rice is like incredibly important for Thai people, generally in the Asian culture. If you think about it, every kind of continent has its main grain, its main carb. Like in Europe, it's potatoes, wheat. In South America, it's probably corn. In Thailand, it's the rice. And it's so ingrained that the word for food is actually rice. There is like a formal word, which is ahan, which is kind of like food or can be a dish and things like that. But cow is the word for rice, also means food. And in Thailand, they don't ask, how are you? They ask, gin khao yang, which basically means, did you eat rice yet? Have you eaten yet? So it's so important in the Thai culture. So just be aware of that. And that's why you have so much rice in the food, rice noodles most of the times. And it's such like Thai rice, jasmine rice. And I'm very biased because my mom's family is actually a farmer's family. Like my grandma, my uncle, they're all rice farmers in Chomping. And I made another video about the little town. Like rice in Thai culture is important. And I know some people get really sick of it and they just want to have their pasta or their potatoes and they really crave it. The same way when you come to Europe and you crave your potatoes and whatnot, Asian people crave the rice when they travel. Trust me on that. Rice is so important that basically every single household in Thailand has a rice cooker. And when I was a kid, because of my Thai mom, we would go to a lot of households where there were other Thai people, and everyone has a rice cooker. And I remember being at school, and the teacher was like, "Oh, Lizzie should make the rice because she'll know how to make it." Sometimes we would all learn the same dish, and sometimes everyone would just get like to prepare something, and then we all eat together something else. And the teacher, quite biased, he was like, "Oh, let's have Lizzie make the rice because she'll know how to make it, having a Thai mom, you know?" And I was like, where's the rice cooker? And he looked at me like I'm a crazy person. I didn't realize until I was like 16, 17, until this cooking class, that a rice cooker is not a default equipment in European kitchens. That was such a culture shock for me that, like, it's like, to me, it's like a microwave. It's like a stove. You just have it. It's like a toaster. People have a rice cooker at home, but supposedly I was wrong. They don't. In Thailand, they do. So that's how important rice is. Okay, let's get to the next level, the more serious level, the kind of level of food where Thai people eat this quite a lot. And one of my absolute favorite dishes, and probably my most favorite dish, most favorite Thai dish, is Larb. Larb is, oh my God. It's actually quite healthy because they don't use oil to cook it. And it's basically minced meat, usually chicken or pork. And it's just made in a pot. They add some water to it to make sure that the meat is cooked well. And then they add these little, it actually has some rice grains in it, but the dried rice, not the cooked boiled rice. So they take the rice grains, the dry rice, and kind of not fry, but toast them on a pan, and then you put it in a blender. They make it very fine, like almost like rice flour, but still to a consistency that's semi-crunchy. So they add that to the boiled meat, and then within that, it kind of gets a little bit softened up because it takes up the moisture from the meat and from the water that they added before. They add some fresh onions, and it's gonna be like semi-cooked, but not quite cooked. So it's has some freshness and crunchiness. And then they add some mint and other things, and whoever invented this dish, thank you. Like, it's so good. I even met people who were like, I'm actually vegetarian, but because of this one dish, I am a meat eater. And la, honestly, if you come to Thailand and you can only eat one dish, please make it lap, please. Like, it kind of, in my eyes, it summarizes what's possible with very, very basic ingredients. It summarizes Thai cuisine for me. And I just love it. You absolutely have to try this dish. One dish, I actually only discovered this recently, is a very, very basic one, and it's cucumbers and eggs, just stir-fried. And it might sound weird, especially if you're more Western, to think of cucumbers in a cooked, warm dish, but trust me on this, it's gonna blow your mind. You have no idea how much flavor you can get out of a cucumber if you just add some soy sauce and oyster sauce, or I don't know, whatever sauces they add to it, and stir fry it together with eggs. Like, don't underestimate it. It's so good. And just eat it with some extra rice. Maybe order it as a side dish while you order some other dishes, and like get it to share. That's another thing to note. Like, Thai people, they usually don't just order one meal for themselves. They usually order several dishes, and everyone on the table just shares everything, which is, I love that because you get to try so many different flavors and so many different dishes that you don't if you just order your own dish and don't share with anyone. So if you get the chance, try the cucumber and egg. It's really nice. Another one of my most favorites is fish. Obviously, you have to eat fish when you're in Thailand. They often serve it like the whole, like you get the whole fish. Don't forget to eat the cheek. That's so many people, they completely ignore the fish head, or some people are crossed out when the food is looking at them. And it's like, girl, boy, like whoever you are, it's like, mate, you are a meat eater. You are aware that this used to be an animal. You should be able to look it in the face. But yeah, I'm not going to get into morals now, but don't underestimate the cheek. It's like literally under the eye, kind of like that's one thing that I learned at this cooking, like it wasn't a cooking school. We just had cooking at that school, but that the fish is actually one of the best parts. It's like, in the steak, there's this certain cut of the beef that's supposedly the best bit. The fish cheek is supposedly the best bit of the cheek. And it's almost like chicken. It has like a bit more, like it's a great bite, and it's like literally small scoop. So yeah, don't just get the cheek. Don't forget the cheek. So many people throw it away, and it's one of the best things. Don't forget it. But the fish that I think you should try, and I mentioned before that there are several fried fishes which come either like in Gathiam Thai flavor, or sweet and sour flavor, or like any other kind of flavor. But this one is basically a fish just patted front and back in salt. And what that does is it creates this crust around the fish, which means that the meat itself steams within it. So the steam doesn't really go out because of this protected layer. And they also add, like, obviously, they like take out the intestines of the fish, and then they add some herbs and stuff in it. And it's just so delicious. It's healthy because it's just steamed, but it has all the great flavor. It's like amplified fish flavor is the wrong word because like it's associated with negative things, but like imagine a really, really delicious fish and that flavor amplified because it's just steamed within its own flavor. It's like, oh, so definitely have ba pao. Those are the main dishes. But another thing you should do while you're in Thailand, there are also certain experiences that you should have. It's not really a dish as such, but it's something that Thai people love to do. They gather the whole family and friends together to do that. And it's usually a several hour long thing. And that is eating mukata or mala. Mala is actually it's like hot pot, it's more Chinese. And Thailand has a huge influx of Chinese people. The countries have quite a good relationship together. So obviously there is some influence to it. So I think mala is actually like hot pot, it's actually Chinese. It's not really Thai. Mukata, I do believe is very Thai. At least like I associate it with Thailand and nothing else. And the difference is that in the middle you have a barbecue grill. So imagine a mix of Korean barbecue and sukiyaki or a hot pot. So you have the grill in the middle, and that's where you grill usually like moo, which is pork, and can be other meats as well. Some people grill chicken, beef, anything you can find. And then that fat usually it also drips down into the edge where you have like some soup. And people put the vegetables there, maybe crack an egg into that area and make like a delicious soup. And everything is shared, and you constantly like add things to the soup, add things to the barbecue, and it's quite fun. I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to pay to cook my own meal, but Mookata is definitely a Thai experience that you should try. It's really tasty, and there are so many restaurants where you just have a flat fee and you can eat as much as you want. Like you just go to the buffet and top your plate with vegetables, meat, and then go back to your table and then top up the grill and the soup with the ingredients and eat together. And I love eating with my mom because she loves cooking. So she would just like do all this stuff and then just like put it on everyone's plate. So sometimes it's also a bit odd because like, oh, I put this there, but am I meant to eat it? Some people like just cook generally and like anyone can eat it. It's like, don't think about it, just try it. Eat mookata when you're in Thailand. There are so many more dishes that you should try when you're in Thailand, but these are the basic ones. Maybe start with level 1, see what you think of them. They're very, very easy to find. Then work yourself to level 2 and then try the other dishes. But if you're in Thailand for a couple of days, you can fit all of those dishes in, and trust me, you will not regret having eaten them. Each of those dishes is quite distinct to the other ones, and I know that there are dishes that I missed. There is way more out there, and maybe if there's a big demand, I'll do a part 2. But until now, these are the core dishes that you must try when you come to Thailand. All right, you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this, I assume that you're coming to Thailand, so you should probably watch this video next. If you think I missed a very important dish, please add it to the comments. I will also create a Google Maps link and add it to the description about where my most favorite restaurants are for some of those dishes. And don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!